Hi, this is Steve with Taking It Slow. Today I thought I'd talk about our Seelevel box that I put in a couple of months ago. Didn't really know what's going on with my different tank levels because I was using the existing system. So I mean, if we look at this thing, shows empty, which is probably right. My black shows full, which is not correct. My gray 1 shows a third, which is not correct. And my galley, or gray 2, shows full. Again, not correct. I put a Seelevel system in, and versus using this as a pump, I've used this as my on-off switch to power this thing on or off. So we can first look at the black. You can see I'm at 38%. We'll go to what gray 1. And if you remember down here, the gray 1 shows as 1/3, but up here shows empty. And that'd be correct because the valve is open. If I look at the galley, I'm showing 69. If I come down to my galley here, or my gray 2, I'm showing full. So this thing worked for the first 2-3 months, and after that it doesn't work. It's completely inaccurate, and I've tried to flush and clean and all different types of chemicals, and it just doesn't get there. And this thing works just great. You can read the battery. I can read my fresh, which is, it is empty. My gray is empty because it's open. Galley is 69, so it's about time for me to empty that. And the black is 38, so got a ways to go on that one. So, and like I said, I've used the pump switch here as my on and off control for the panel, because I'm actually running 2 of these panels. One's here and one is the water bay on the other side. So by doing that, I'm not having both energized at the same time. And I simply took the fuse that came to power the panel, took the fuse off, hooked it into the battery side. So the fuse comes into here, gives us power, which then energizes this particular panel. So that's what I'm doing there. So let me show you what's going on in the water bay. So with my Seelevel system, because you can get different panels, you can get one that'll do the LP tank, you can get one that'll do Wi-Fi, or you can get one that'll monitor your 4 tanks. And so I do have the 4 tanks. I'd rather do that than the LP. Would have liked the Wi-Fi, but it wasn't available. So I mean, I can do my battery test. I can see the fresh water tank. I can do my gray water, which is my shower in the bathroom. The other one, the RV considers this gray 2, which I've done now is considering it the galley. And then I got my black tank. And right now I'm sitting there monitoring it. If you push the button twice, this will hold on for several minutes and you can watch it. And I'm doing a tank flush at the moment. And like I said, I've bypassed this. So this is designed to run the water pump. But I don't worry about the water pump out here to do that. So what I've done is I've cut the fuse that comes into the power that powers this panel and rewired it into the pump out, which would have went to the pump. I've reversed it. Now, is this something that Seelevel is recommending? No, it wasn't recommended in their schematics. They do show that where you can actually put 2 of these Seelevels together, which is what I've done, and running these. But I don't like to have them both powered on at the same time, so therefore that's where I've got this. And now I can just flip this off and go inside the rig and turn that one on, and I run one at a time. So turn the power on, push it twice, little dot shows up, this thing stays on full time. Wiring it wasn't that difficult. Getting to the tanks was the most thing. You have to find your tanks, get a clean area where there's nothing nearby any of it, so it doesn't interfere with those strips that go on it, on your tanks. And then you just notch your tanks accordingly, the strips that is, to the tank. That way this sensor knows which sensor is on what tank, your reads back to it, and it'll tell you what's going on. Absolutely love this system. I can see what's going on here. Also, if I'm trying to fill my fresh tank, I know what's going on there. But like I said, right now I'm doing a flush, and you've seen, this thing is increasing. It tells me how my black tank is doing as far as my flush is going, because I can see it all right here. I'm not guessing, not having to run back and forth inside the rig to see what's going on there. And I've just shut off the flush, so now it's draining the black tank, and you can see it jumping, stepping down. The way my system is set up, the black tank, I've never had it show anything less than 19% on the black tank. The galley, the gray, the fresh, all will show 0. For some reason the black just doesn't go below the 19. Doesn't impact me. I mean, I'm aware of it, but it does. So therefore I just work it accordingly. But like I said, this system, absolutely love it. Much better than the probes they put inside the tank, because these do not have a ability, they're not going to get faulted up or have to worry about cleaning them. They're on the outside of the tank, and once they're in, it's a fantastic system. My take is this is what everybody should be putting on their rig from the manufacturer, to put this kind of a system on, and us RV owners would not be going through the issues we are, trying to figure out what we have in there in our tanks at any time. So anyway, hope that helps. Please leave me a comment below. Thank you.